Hello everybody, and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Metaphor, and we picked up Heisme, and there still remains a mystery. So we're going to try and figure that out today. We got some people to confront.
Evidently.
So it begins with rumors of safety during a sand flash, and thus the trap is already set. Whatever the case, Heisme is safely in our custody. The others will stand vigil over him, so let us rest while we can.
I'm in trouble now.
Okay. So rest up for tomorrow. Are they going to even let us out? No. Okay. So we're going to just have to go to bed. Okay.
Shite this ass.
I wonder if somebody's going to try and attack us in the night. They didn't expect us to come back, so...
What now? The freedom of a wanderer. With these fists, I strike for justice!
By the sworn oath of knighthood.
You can trust in me.
Good night.
Rest well. Thank you, Gallica. You're very sweet.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all. I hope Heisme behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake? Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heisme's in the Gauntlet Runner, right?
Proof that Heisme has nothing to do with it. They wouldn't actually want us to capture Heisme because then they wouldn't have the excuse. So they don't know that we've captured Heisme yet, otherwise they wouldn't have done that last night. Because he's their scapegoat, right? So that's why they wanted to kill us, is because if we actually capture Heisme, then they can no longer continue taking children.
If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick! Where's Stroll?
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heisme? What happened here?
Dude is sloshed.
He reeks of alcohol. Eurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heisme was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Wow, what a mess.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Now, what's all the commotion?
That was it! He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
He doesn't drink and drive, does he?
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself!
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heisme was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Eurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes.
Dark, dude.
It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head, I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal.
They're probably going to try and blame us anyway.
You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Yeah, you thought we'd die, huh, Morris? Like I said, I don't think Barden has anything to do with it. I don't think he knows. I think it's Morris, and I think it's the lady.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
Oh, was it you, Morris? Was it you who witnessed him?
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Eugif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Eugif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the Kidnapper's tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
She's involved,
no
man.
problem.
She's involved. But what are they
Was
using
that?
the kids for?
Did you hear it, lad?
I heard nothing.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Are you hearing kids?
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? He's gone!
Heismay!
Find him! Secure the exit!
Shadow
Don't
guard.
let him escape!
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heismay?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heismay with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Eugif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heismay heard in the night.
Nuris is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heismay's reports that shook me. No, I saw something. It was right after I slung Heismay into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell.
So I wonder if maybe they've like found a way to keep like a human under their control or something, and they have to like feed it people. I don't know what's going on exactly. I'm just trying to guess.
It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
You need to keep it together, nurse.
There. You're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heisme.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heisme's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
No good. They said they haven't found Heisme yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the gate. Sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase.
Fie.
What if our plans then? Should we just sneak in? Oh, there. Oh, over here. That sounds like...
Evidently.
Tis coming from over there. Is he calling for us? He's gonna help us out. I knew he was a good dude. Oh. Huh? Why is Heisme with you? The guard at the gate said they'd not found him yet.
What to say,
I'm the captain of the guard, and I have a responsibility to the truth. To know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
Well, could have avoided all this trouble if you just lopped my head off to start with. Oddballs, the lot of you. Why did you run off so suddenly?
The truth is...
I did some investigating inside the moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room. I heard the sound of a child's scream. And Lady Joanna is... well, she is childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child could get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces, trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws.
It's absurd.
Morris? No, that's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I've nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
Of course. After all, we can't use your head for the competition. We'll need a replacement anyway. We're in, right, vernacular? Of course, we'll help you.
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Well, seemed to us like no kidnapper could get victims into the castle on our watch. Not under all our noses. But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards didn't know about. And Heisme is the man who found it. There'd be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion? That's bold. Okay, let's get to work then.
Is that right then?
You should be able to get there from Blindwell Alley at the end of Cattle Racket Road. I've got to return to my post, but I'm counting on all of you. Okay. A well leading to an underground channel.
Isn't that...
Everyone's already headed to Blindwell Alley. We can get there by following Cattle Racket Road, so let's go there when you're ready.
What is it?
Alright. We're kind of on rails at the moment, so like we don't have free time, we don't have like a countdown timer, so it seems like we're just going straight there. Let's see, 18,000 money. Is there any selling or anything we need to do?
You!
Hang on. Isn't that... Yep.
What is there to be done?
Kidnappings continue and the guard corps still lacks a single lead. Every day this mother comes to see us. Her daughter was kidnapped. She still can't give up hope. Alright, let's go and see if... This place might still be closed, but we're gonna see if we can turn in the Gaborn thing.
An elder candidate? No.
Nope, okay, it's still closed.
Hello there.
candidate? What'll I do? Hey!
What'll it be?
Now then.
Okay, hunter's crossbow. Are there any that we have more than one of?
Now then. Now then.
What class is this for? We haven't seen this one yet. Nor that one.
Can't be.
What'll it be? What'll it be?
Okay, it has a little bit of extra evasion. Nah, I don't think we're gonna take that right now. Oh my gosh. Get around that corner, bro. Okay.
Can't be.
All right. We're going in.
Hey, listen.
Let's go.
I can hear the kidnapped children screaming underneath here. We must help them.
However,
I did not expect there to be an underground channel. It is no wonder traces of the kidnapper couldn't be found. The children are beneath. Let us hurry there.
Is this the place?
So this is the entrance to the underground channel. If Morris is the culprit behind all this, he's probably lurking somewhere ahead. Let's go in. If we catch him with the children, he won't be able to talk his way out of it. So this is the old well that Barden mentioned. We should be able to get down to the underground channel from here.
Ready?
The kidnapped children should be in there. Are you all prepared?
Let's go.
Let's go.
However,
Catch the true kidnapper, proceed through the waterway. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be a full dungeon or not. Okay, Damascus ore.
Keep your wits about you.
Come on, get the bait moving already. The
Bait.
thing goes out of control. We'll be dinner.
Yep, I was right. They're
You
feeding
can't
it to a
run from
human.
us.
Jesus, they're feeding the children to a human.
Please.
child yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. And that means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Are these the monsters we heard about?
Nope.
No. Further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make a melee.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum!
This from a bloody-eyed Euchief. Look to your own sins, sir. You were just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now. You foil!
No, 'tis true in part.
Here it comes. It's coming.
'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O lodestar, who falters in memory. O thou anguished traveler.
Falters in memory.
Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
Cool.
I am Haisme Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands, soiled or sinless, I fight!
All right, buddy. All right.
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard!
All right, let's go, buddy.
Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain.
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge.
All right, little badass. Little bat ass. No, that doesn't work. Hey, they're still. And he's got Mudo and Dark Sword. Cool. So this is a thief. Sick. Okay. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, at this point, we've got all of the characters that I know join the team. I don't know I don't know if any other party members join the team later in the game. I don't want to know if any other party members join the team later in the game. These are the 4 that I knew about from pre-release materials. I've avoided a lot of what Atlus's ads and stuff because I wanted to come into this knowing as little as possible. So I think I saw like a couple of the early ads, and I saw the first showcase that they did, but I've avoided everything since then, so I don't know who else might be joining the team. So from here on out, it's all going to be just guesses, so please don't spoil that stuff for me. I knew that these 4 would be in it because they were the first 4 that were just kind of like showing up in everything. They're also on all the key art, so yeah. But yeah, no spoilers. Anyways, let's get into this. What do we think? These guys weak to Mudo? The higher your agility, the higher your success rate. Okay, cool. So low agility characters are going to struggle with steel.
Rancor!
Also, we can see that this is a 4-party game. I was wondering about that. I was wondering if it would be maxed at 3 and we'd have to switch out. But, nope, we get 4.
I call
so cool.
upon royal power within! Not now. Moving to the rear. Brawler! Be frozen!
You hit their weak point. By the
Keep
sworn
it up,
oath of night! Not now.
Right there!
Up to the rear guard.
A tough one.
Slash!
Okay, so we found Bufu as a weakness. Or Blizz, I guess.
Brawler! The power of ice!
You hit their weak point.
By the
Keep it
sworn
up,
oath of
Let justice prevail.
Let's take. I won't hold back! Scour!
You think falling back! Now accept your fate! Sorry.
Why?
Okay, stole a Fire Fang.
Now,
Cool.
what's the play? Brawler! Be frozen!
Take this!
Advancing!
Closing the distance. No holding back! Take that! That'll do. Nice. I feel stronger already. Stop! Damn! The bastard got away!
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Heismay.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son. He was killed. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight?
This is why you left the order?
Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
It's obviously Joanna. Like, it's gonna be Joanna.
I can't say
I'm calling
for
it
certain.
now.
Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And honestly, it might end up being tied to Louise in some way, too.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
I mean, if we think about the only person who'd be willing to pay to sort of use children as bait in order to create a giant human that would scare people and make him more likely to win the kingship, that would be Louise. I mean, he's the one who's using humans as a fear tactic, so...
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Baden for now.
Sure.
After saving the children, I can expect my support from the townspeople to grow.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We cannae thank you enough.
No, we just did what had to be done.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
I mean, he was caught red-handed.
I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
But the woman
I'm
is
glad
a
he said it.
respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we cannae find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
Really?
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
It's not out of the question. In order to break the prince's curse, I'll need to make an impression during the tournament. I must accomplish something that would catch Louise's eye. Besides, I think we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this. And we'll do it, not just for ourselves, but the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name. I believe in you.
New ally Heisme. Heisme, a traditional warrior burdened by his past, has become your ally.
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
Okay, this is our dungeon. I left Heisme to calm down a little in the Gauntlet Runner as he wished, and decided to return to the inn with everyone else. Okay, rest up for tomorrow.
Damn it.
Morris the bastard, deceiving us is one thing, but kidnapping children? There's a storm coming, that's for sure. But we'll be at a disadvantage at night, so let's dive deeper in the Krigante Castle basement tomorrow. Joanna's absence troubles me. If 'tis true that there's a monster nearby, then we've not a moment to lose. Though it still remains to be seen whether she knew the Guard Corps was involved.
I'm in trouble now.
Pleasure to see you.
Tell me about Barden.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, he's the type of person who would bend over backwards for the good of the town. He's the one that brought you over here, isn't he? He's always been that way. Even before the kidnapping started, he'd do anything to help his people. He's always put his work first, which I hear has caused him some issues with his own family. Though I suppose I'm not in any position to gossip about that. Barden's family? That's the first I've heard of it. I wonder what happened to them.
You know,
I wonder if they disappeared too.
Gone to shite, this has.
What do you want to know?
Gone to shite, this has.
good night.
Time to sleep. Maybe because so much happened, but I'm finding it hard to sleep. Maybe I'll go back to the Gauntlet Runner and read in the evening breeze.
Can't sleep, lad? As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself. That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
I mean, we kind of already told him we were after Louise, but...
Sorry, but I can't tell you just yet.
You haven't told him about the
Thought as
prince.
much. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad. Just water. Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you chiefs. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, We look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances, loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills, that the city's majority might accept me, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was. They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else. My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
Well, how about from now on, we're friends?
Then from now on, we're friends.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure, then.
I'll call you Dad.
Hermit, Hyzme. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow.
The party can now study the thief. New bond with Hyzme. Ah, 3 tiers in the thief. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the thief from Hyzme. You can now study Thief in Academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course. Long as we're both awake, might I have a look at that old novel of yours? So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5.
Me too, Hyzme.
I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population. You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak. Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy. If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
All right, Hyzme. Wise little Batman. It was getting late, so we decided to go back to the inn to sleep.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay, I feel like we're about to get a countdown of days. Excellent, we're all here.
So,
today we explore the depths beneath the castle. Use caution as we've both Morris and monsters to contend with. If you don't think we can handle this yet, we can go somewhere else and build up our strength first. We still have time to prepare if we need it.
It's in your hands.
I have only just been introduced to these new powers. Regardless, I leave the matter in your hands, Captain.
Let's focus.
Okay, there's our deadline. 12 days left. 7/16. Apprehend the real kidnapper. The culprit behind the abductions must be found. It begins by finding the guardsman, Morris. But I also need a mark for the exhibition. We must infiltrate Crigante Castle. A mission with a deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies at Blindwell Alley to delve into Crigante Castle's underground. Besides challenging the castle, you can also strengthen your party during the mission period by taking on requests in town or by improving your bonds with your followers. Storm the castle and apprehend the true culprit behind the kidnappings before the deadline passes.
The search begins.
There's something in that castle.
Really?
We need to head over to the Blindwell Alley. From there, we can investigate what's going on at the castle. Today, lots of stores have sales, so it might be a good idea to do some shopping. Alright, so, a couple of things. Heisme, let's take a look. So, let's see. You came in at the same level that we're all at. That's good. Details. Huge agility. So yeah, definitely Thief is going to be very, very good for you. But what else are you good at? Strength and Magic look like they're fairly balanced. A little bit towards Strength, but your Magic isn't terrible. Yeah, man. We have nobody who's good at Magic except us. I also might need to put some more points into Strength for my character. I mean, I guess you're not that far off. 16 to 18 and 19, that's not too bad. So we're not too far behind. It just depends on what class we're in, you know? Yeah, okay. We're doing okay. Okay. The agility bonus is only a +1. So you're definitely going to be our best stealer for sure. You've got a 13, which would become a 14. Not nearly as good as Heisme, but that's okay. Let's look at the archetype. So Plunder Life drains HP from one enemy to restore your own. Cool. Drains MP from one enemy to restore your own. Plunder Magic. And Madoon deals medium magic dark to one enemy. Synthesis. Mamudo. Phantom Tracer deals extreme physical slash damage to one enemy and removes buff effects. That's kind of cool. Madoon deals medium magic damage to all enemies. Okay, so this would require a warrior or another thief. We haven't gotten a mass dancer yet.
Leave it to me.
Okay.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
This is the power I seek.
Of course.
Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a thief. I hear the voices of past hero souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to embrace lawlessness and chivalry in equal margin, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the thief.
Really?
So this is the power of the thief's soul. I will master its power without succumbing to vice. I will save everyone, seen or unseen.
Oh.
Well, I see the number of archetypes you've studied has grown. I am very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. Okay, Hero's Fruit.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
We're not gonna switch to it right now. At what... Hold on. At what thing do you learn Mudo? At 4? Okay.
The path of virtue is not the only way.
Okay, Heisme. You'd probably be a decent brawler. You could do some of the magic ones too.
Fascinating. This, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I hear the voices of past hero souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to expend thine own vitality and plunge into the fury of battle, then I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the brawler. I would become a brawler, the deadly blows of my fists are unleashed in my soul. Let it be known to our enemies that these fists are filled with life, even if we have to beat the message into them.
Steady effort is key.
I see.
Okay, I'm gonna give you Gunner, and I'm gonna give you Mage.
Fascinating.
And that'll be our start.
This, right? All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I need to actually be working on Merchant with somebody because I need to get that to level 15, which is pretty high, for the quest for more. Ah, the power of the Gunner. When I shoot, I will not miss. Just leave the rear to me.
I have retained my edge.
I see. Fascinating. This, right? All right.
Yeah, he'll be decent at magic, I feel like.
Of course.
So this is the power of the mage, is it? Let the magic flow. The strength of any power lies in how it is used. I shall use mine in a way that does not betray my own heart.
Oh.
I am very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely thanks to you. Okay, more hero's fruit.
Steady effort is key.
Okay. I think that's a fine start for now. You're furthest in Merchant.
Wealth is its own weapon. Stronger than a sword at times.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get Mudo for you. Shouldn't take too long. And in the meantime, should I just have 2 thieves for a hot second, or should I maybe have a gunner? Maybe we'll work on mage.
You think me no mage?
Just...
I know something of
Leave
spells.
it to me.
I can't believe we haven't done anything with Warrior for you. Guess we've just been doing a lot of Knight and Brawler.
You can trust in me.
Sand Silk Gloves, what does that do? Strength and Magic +1? Okay. You've got a Glow Igniter. You've unlocked every class except for Warrior, huh? Okay, so we've got Hama. Then we'll take Conde, maybe. Oh, mage needs to be rank 10 for that. Interesting. Didn't realize that. Does this have a secondary thing too? Nope, just rank 20 on that. Rank 20 on that one as well. Yeah, maybe we should make you mage for a while. Okay, so you go gunner then.
Reel and run, but my shots will fly true.
I shall show
You're
you
not
what
that
true
far off
magic
from
is.
10 on that.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Okay, you've got Sleep Shot. Hulkenberg, you'll have Bot, Blizz, and Conde. Then Skullcracker. Okay, you've got Sleep Shot to start with.
All right.
And maybe we'll give you Steal since you'll still be the best at that. Okay.
Ah, 'tis you.
We can hardly conquer the exhibition like this. We need a way to resolve this and
What should we
fast.
do?
Let us hear your strategy first. What will you do today? Let me think about it. I shan't rush you. No doubt you've much to prepare. I'm ready to accept the truth of the matter, no matter how ugly it is. More than anything, I'm begging you to save Martira. Yeah, bro just cares about the city.
More people missing.
Hello.
Thanks to you, we'll have a flock of carrier pigeons again. They all hatched without issue, so the problem is solved.
Stop that at once!
Take a look.
Is that... Wow, so you defeated the Gaborn King? To take down a whole Gaborn mob, not to mention its leader, you're a right force to be reckoned with. Here's your reward. Take it. It's yours.
We did it.
Okay, 16,000 Reeve and Courage.
Well done.
Hey, I may need you for the next one as well. Any contract I send your way is as good as done in my book. Listen to all that flattery. Come now, don't be like that. I'm making sure you're well rewarded, aren't I? Well, that reminds me. It's not exactly a bounty, but I heard that something strong escaped from the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum back in the capital. Some high and mighty noble in the capital's looking for someone who can take it down. Said something about it having made off with a family heirloom. Claims the reward will be pretty Reeve. But the army's too busy to deal with a personal request, I think. Why don't you give it a go? If you feel like you know a thing or two, the noble on San Lumeo Street would have more details.
Oh, yeah?
So there's a monster in the mausoleum. We should do something about that. Maybe the noble in the capital would know more. Okay, that's probably going to be those locked doors that we never could access. Okay, 3.5 diamonds and 4 diamonds, respectively. Oh, this is the Heisme one. The Alpha Rockworm Valmo, Monstrous Maneater. I need to slay the Alpha Rockworm Valmo in Maneater's Grotto, the cave southeast of Martira. The informant at the tavern in Thoroughfare Square in Martira should have more details. 20,000 Reeve.
What do you think of this?
Well, that's a bounty for an Alpha Rockworm. The Valmo in question was spotted in a cave a little ways from Martira. A miner was eaten, so now the whole lot are fearing for their lives.
I see.
Miners reminds me of Grius. The location's changed, but we're still helping out miners all the same. Okay, then we're gonna help you out, right, Vernac? We'll do it. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. The location is southeast of Martira, at a place now known as Maneater's Grotto. Camaro's on your way. You may want to pay a visit, just to make sure that you're stocked up for the journey. I'm counting on you. It's life or death for the region if even one industry goes out of business. It's not just ore that's found in that cave, but also precious gems that are sold at a premium. If you want to know more about the Valmo, just go ask the Martyra informant. Hate to put a reeve in their pocket,
Good hunting
though.
to you.
Bring me back the Alpha Rockworm Eye as proof of its defeat. I can't be handing out any rewards until you bring me that, so don't forget, alright?
Let's do it.
Okay. No deadline for that. Oh, it gives us courage as well. Good.
Ooh.
Well, this must be the place, Man-Eater's Grotto. Ooh, what a chilling name.
We'll face danger here.
Here's where we are now. And right there's
A cave used as a fortress by the monsters. Their increasing numbers have compelled the locals to place bounties on the largest and most dangerous ones. Okay. New bounty taken.
Now what am I to do?
What is it?
Okay, just making sure that there's nothing else new in town. We'll go and take a look at that other quest in the capital as well. Oh my days, they say there's nothing new under the sun, but here you are, new faces to delight these old eyes. Have you come from another town? And in such turbulent times, why that's rare indeed. Are you travelers? You must be shattered from such a journey. Won't you take some of my homegrown veg back with you? Oh, what a sweet granny. Well, want to take some of the veggies? Oh. Oh, my dog is caught. Ah, Winston. You gotta... Ah! Okay, we gotta figure it out. My dog was in my lap, and then when he jumped off, he kind of got tangled in my headphone cable. Well, if she's offering...
Yes, yes.
That's right, no need to stand on ceremony now. Come along, follow me a moment. What is happening? The old woman brought us vegetables from her home. These are the vegetables I've grown. They're fresh, so even raw, they should be good and sweet. Go on, have a taste and see. As soon as we do this, she's going to be like, and now you owe me 6,000 reeve. Nice, healthy appetites, I see. I did well to grow these after all, didn't I? I am not much for the kitchen or the housework, but I've a knack for the field. You must think me an odd duck for it, too. No, I don't think so. Oh, is that right? Well, I suppose that's how you young folk think nowadays, and that's wonderful. When I was a wee lass, I received quite the rashing for being a woman who could not do housework. Jings, listen to me, chooping about. You probably need to get on. Please take some of my veggies with you. Isn't much, but I'd like you to have them. Okay. I really thought she was going to try and like put one over on us and be like, and now you owe me all the money. My cooking. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll use those veggies.
What?
Ever heard of Man-Eater's Grotto southeast of town? The name's repulsive, right? But I heard a whole bunch of people who went there recently are missing. Think they got eaten in there? Tell me more. I don't know anymore. I'm just a fruit seller with time to kill, mate. I mean, I don't actually care about it anyway. Maybe ask an informant if you want to know more.
You!
Hang on. Let's... Yep.
Oh, anyone. Stop!
Precautionary measures, you see. I'm sorry, but I can't let anyone through until the incidents are over. That's just what the regulation says. I appreciate what you lot are doing. Here, I want you to have this. Dude, this guy just keeps on giving us stuff. Thanks, buddy. Heard it all from the captain about you sticking around and helping us out a bit more. I appreciate it, I really do. Lady Joanna's properly worried too. Please put a stop to these incidents, quick as you can. But Joanna's the problem. Forget it. It's probably not a good idea to bring that up now.
Hey!
So it's true, you want to You went to take care of Heisme. Mighty impressive you came back at all. But the kidnappings didn't stop and General Barden's acting strange. What's happening here?
Oh, any one of them will do. You there!
Doesn't Barden seem a bit off to you lately? Like he's wary of the other guards out of Trigante Castle? I've known him a long time and this isn't like him. What could be going on?
Even so.
What is going on in this castle? I suppose we're done with all pretense. Vernac, let's settle this issue in the castle. What say you?
I see.
Not yet.
What now?
Got a bug?
Yeah.
Okay, a slightly better katana.
Obey. All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
Alright, quest giver on San Lumeo Street. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. Bye. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, Hato Kuto, Shadow Raven, Hannah Kate the Great, Emily Kuzanoa, Philip Doughty, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Naya, Turkeyfoot 27, Bean Curry, Nathan McComb, DWJ Media, Craig E. Christian, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.